Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I received is, what I do, I do. Let me show you. And this was coming in and singing like, what I do, I do. Let me show you what I do. Like, it was like a song. The scripture is Jeremiah 1:4-10. The word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Alas, sovereign Lord, I said, I do not know how to speak. I am too young. But the Lord said to me, do not say I am too young. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. Then the Lord reached out his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, I have put my words in your mouth. See, today I appoint you over nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and to plant. So this is a message to somebody. God has called you to be a prophet. God has called you to be a prophet, a prophet, a prophet. And you have people saying, that ain't no real job. That ain't no real job. You ain't got no boss. You ain't that. In reality, okay, let's look at life from more than what the matrix that we as humans have created here on earth is going on. In reality, if you think of some of the jobs that we have created here on earth for ourselves, some of these occupations, these careers that we have created by our own doing, when it really comes down to it, okay, we only live here a certain time and we live in heaven with God forever, or, if we make it, okay. But anyways, when you think about it in that sense, the jobs of those of us who accept the call that God gives us, regardless if it's to be a pastor, a priest, a prophet, or whatever it is that is connected to his kingdom, those are more real jobs than some of these other jobs. Because when we go to heaven, there are not going to be a need for certain occupations. There's not going to be a need for people to do certain things. There's not going to be a need for it. And with that being said, I hear God saying, who is the one with the real job and who is the one that doesn't have a real job? Because your job, the occupation that God has given you, is very spiritual. And it helps you not only, it's not just about a monetary thing. This is also a very spiritual thing. This is, you are going and you are feeding God's children. You are being used as a vessel, and God is speaking to his children through you. And that is something that is very serious. That is something that is not only useful on earth, like you're being used on earth, but when you get to heaven, God has all of these blessings in store for you, because he has been using you while on earth. You have been you accepted the call. You didn't run from him. You didn't hide. You didn't try to fight it. You didn't try, and you may have, because I did a little bit. But I'm just saying that you answered the call. You responded to the call. And God is holding you up high. And the sad thing is, sometimes these people be Christians that be trying to tell you that what you do, they don't see it as a profession. They don't see it as this. They can't take you serious. They can't. It's okay. Let them say whatever they gotta say, because in reality, God takes it serious. And he trumps over them. Okay, he hold weight that they can't hold. He's up here and they're down here with you. Their opinion compared to God's opinion is meaningless, is worthless, and it means nothing. And that's what God is saying. God is saying, what you do is something grand. What you do is something great. What you do is something wonderful. And it's not to say that you are to go around boasting and bragging and throwing it into anybody's face. But I feel like this is somebody, you don't boast. You don't brag. You don't try to make yourself out to be something bigger. You don't go around trying to make people feel any kind of way. You don't go around trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But people are so intimidated, or they feel some kind of way about you, and they themselves go and they try to say things to you to make you feel bad for what God called you to do. They say things to you to try to make you feel as though it's not important, or that you shouldn't do it, or that whatever. But in reality, regardless if they want to accept it or not, it is what it is. Regardless if they want to accept it or not, you are who God called you to be. And sometimes prophets, y'all, we hold our job as a prophet and a job on top of that in this realm on earth. And just because you're not getting paid for something doesn't mean that it's not valid. And you know, for those, like, some people actually do get, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that it's God is saying that they don't know what they're talking about. And in reality, they are the ones that that don't have a, how do you say it? Like it's like the occupation that they have is meaningless. It's pointless. It's gonna be in heaven. It's nothing. In heaven, it holds no weight. In heaven, they have done nothing. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.